Bring in Larry Levine. He's a man that spent 10 years federal prison, 11 different institutions. Now he's a prison consultant helping people survive life behind bars. What do you make of these letters here? I'll read you a little excerpt. This is from his last letter, and we'll get your take on it. He says this: I've experienced much more difficult things and hard times in my life, but isolation on elderly is pretty rough. Never did dream I'd ever live this long. So many close calls and so many of my friends gone, all died violently. None by natural causes. What is it? Life in solitary in a federal prison make you want to spill your guts, Larry?
You've got a lot of time. When you're in solitary, you're not in GP. You're not in general population. So you've got a lot of time to think. You reflect back everything from your childhood right up until that moment. You're running through the crimes that you committed in your head. And remember, he was isolated. So he really had no contact with anyone other than staff, and they leave the lights on in solitary. So you really don't even know what time of day it is. And you do get paper and pencil, something to write with, probably a little short pencil like you'd get at a miniature golf course, because they don't want you to use that to kill yourself or assault one of the staff. So it's kind of like his mind frame, it was desperation. He knew he was in his last days, obviously, at his age, and he wasn't getting the medical care that he should have got. I mean, essentially, he knew when they sent him to West Virginia, he was being sent there to die. If they really cared, he would have ended up at a federal medical center like Butner, North Carolina, or Rochester. It was the end of the road for Whitey. He knew it.
You know, Bryn let us know there, you look at the connection between Bulger and the daughter of a guy that ran the laundry room at Alcatraz. What kind of bonds are made behind bars like that? Are you surprised to hear that? He's still connecting with this dude and his daughter years later?
Not at all. I mean, I got locked up in 1998. So what, 21 years ago? I'm still in touch with my original cellmate from 21 years ago. On my Facebook page, I looked the other day, I've got about 35 people in there that I knew in the feds for years. You become friends with people. You become close with them because that becomes like your family. We call ourselves alumni, kind of like you're a college alumni. Well, you're an alumni of the federal prison system. So you get close with people. I had inmates or friends I made inside, because I was locked up for 10 years, that would write my daughter while I was in custody to see if she needed any help or anything. So people do become close. They do become attached.
Got it. Hey, Larry, always appreciate your insights. So again, words from Whitey Bulger before his death. Larry, thanks again. Appreciate it.
Certainly.